Hey gang, it's Maria here from hockeytrainingpro.com, and a few of you have seen this device. Is called the TopSpin360. You've seen it on like our Instagram account and things like that. We were lucky enough to get one to use in the summer with our hockey players and our downhill ski racers and our figure skaters. And so it's a pretty cool device, and it was created by a physiotherapist here in London at the University of Western Ontario, and the idea is to help reduce the risk or severity of concussion by training the neck muscles not just to be strong, but to be strong and smart and reactive. So hopefully at this stage, well, maybe not everybody does, concussions are an injury to your brain, and that happen when the brain is sloshed around inside your skull. So the brain is soft and your skull is hard, and when it smashes against it, much like when you smash your toe on the coffee table, there's going to be some sort of injury response. So this gets rid of, you know, and that, like, it's getting better and better, but the things I've heard, and even when Sidney Crosby, remember Sidney Crosby in the Winter Classic got that first concussion, you know, and the commentators like, oh no, like they, you know, play it slow motion and show, oh, he didn't get hit in the head, so he can't have a concussion. Well, he got whipped around, you know, and damaged himself that way. You know, I've heard people say, oh no, like they got hit in the face, so it can't be a concussion because their head didn't get hit, they got hit in the face. So I mean, it can, yeah, so there doesn't have to be contact with the head. So the idea is, if we can make those neck muscles a little bit stronger but smarter and able to really control what the head is doing, there's not going to be that same big, you know, whip effect. So if Sidney Crosby gets hit in the shoulder, and instead of, you know, really flipping with his head, his muscles are strong enough and smart enough that it's just a little, you know, jostle, then it makes sense that this can reduce the severity maybe of that concussion. So that's what this device is for. So it's not just making them strong, but it's making them smart. Now, this is too big for me. I don't have a head the size of a football player, which is probably pretty good because I probably look silly with a humongous head on me. But so it goes on like so, and we strap her right in, and then right now, like, so this is a prototype that we got our hands on, and some NHL teams are interested, and certainly the university football teams are using it, and the sort of the pilot data has been really good on, you know, at-risk players who've used it. There's been a reduced recurrence or occurrence. So this is just like a little bicycle speedometer. So we set it for a specific number of, specific distance, which gives us a specific number of revolutions. And again, this is, so normally you would hold this with one hand and then have this arm across your body to stabilize, because the idea is not to get your whole body going, but it's to keep your torso still and to just spin at your neck. Now, if I do that, like, the helmet is all over the place, I can hardly get it to go. So I'm going to hold it and just show you, but it's a little tricky to get it going. So that's how you do it. And it's kind of like a funny face factory too, because you can't help but make the funniest face. It's hard to get the feel of it, and so then you would go one way and then also go the other way. So and then we check the max speed that they get to, and see if we're improving over time. And our guys have been improving steadily through the summer. The first time you use it, you can hardly get the number of repetitions. You're so uncoordinated, but then it gets quicker and quicker. And it's neat to see some of our you know, our good guys, because they'll just have that thing whipping. And you know, I guess with the football players, when they use it, they compete with each other, and you know, guys will be just like dripping sweat doing this TopSpin360. So that's what it is. That's how it works. That's how silly it looks. Yeah, it's not commercially available yet, but I think that's the thing. They're trying to get some data, and I don't get money from it or anything. It's just people ask, what the heck is it? And it's really cool, and it makes sense to me scientifically. So I just wanted to share with you to show you, you know, what's coming, because it's got to be, I think it's got to be something from the inside out. Even, you know, one of the big manufacturers had and I had parents emailing me you know, because I did some articles on concussion and how helmets don't really prevent concussion. They prevent lacerations and skull fractures, but not really concussions. And people are like, oh no, we bought XYZ helmet that's a special concussion helmet, which I'm not 100% sure, but I think they might have actually got sued because it was a false claim. So it's, a helmet really prevents lacerations and skull fractures, which are bad things to have too, but it's, until we can stop the brain sloshing around inside the cranium, there's still going to be lots and lots of concussions. So there you go. This is Maria from hockeytrainingpro.com, the TopSpin360. Catch you next time.